Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. OnPoint is launching its first product as we speak. Now, this is all about augmented reality. Augmented reality is a technology that superimposes virtual images, virtual targets on a target tissue, in this example in spine. Our spine system is 510(k) approved. You will see it in the near term in prime institutions across the country, starting on the East Coast. We have unprecedented accuracy. In peer-reviewed studies, our system has been shown between 2 to 5 times more accurate than all leading navigation and robotic systems. The differences were statistically highly significant. We have a compelling value proposition for ambulatory surgery centers and hospitals. And last but not least, we're backed by a very powerful IP portfolio. The company has an experienced management team. We have gone through acquisitions with some of our past endeavors. We've done a NASDAQ IPO on one of our last companies and grown that to over $1 billion in market cap. And now we're pursuing the biggest opportunity that this team has had up to this point. It is a whole platform. So we're starting with spine, but you will see in the near future products for augmented reality guidance of knee replacement, hip replacement, sports applications, and multiple others. We're leveraging this platform technology across multiple verticals in the medical device field. So today when surgeons operate and they use image guidance, they look at a computer monitor. With OnPoint augmented reality, they look at the patient. And they have 3D stereoscopic information, highly accurate, overlaid onto the patient while they're operating. The industry is very focused on robotics. And clearly, in many applications, robotics are here to stay. Example, in knee replacement. Knee replacement is a very repetitive procedure, and the robot has made great inroads. Spine is a different animal. Because of the complexity and diversity of spinal procedures, all spine robots today are limited to just one small market segment in the overall continuum of care in spine. They can only do pedicle screws. They can't do interbody devices. They can't do all of the other spinal procedures that are happening. That's because of the complexity and diversity of these different conditions. And then the robot is tremendously expensive. You're looking at $1 million plus in capital equipment for some of these installations. And the surgeons who need it most, they can actually never afford, they can never amortize that type of technology because the procedure volume is too low. Our technology takes cost out of the equation. It can be applied to the entire gamut of spine surgery, and our intent is to scale it across that. And it's applicable to more than 90% of the spine market, and you will see similar applications in some of the other verticals like knee and hip replacement. So the system supports multiple augmented reality head-mounted displays while the surgeons are operating. Surgeon can have it PA, residents, fellows. And there is an underlying navigation system. So the surgeons get everything that they're used to from their standard surgeries that they've done over the last 10, 20 years with some of the large companies supporting navigation system and robotic systems. So we have that. We check all of those marks. But then in addition to that, we're coming with this really advanced technology to give them highly accurate procedures as they execute on their procedures. Very important, the system is completely open platform. You're not boxed into the implant silo of a single company. So you're seeing here on the left implants and instruments used of the largest spine company, in this context in conjunction with the power drill. In the center, another company, their implants and instruments are also for use with power instruments. And on the all the way on the left, an instrument set that's actually for manual use by another one of the large market share companies. It's completely open platform. It works with every imaging system. It works with every implant system. The hospitals are not being boxed into a specific silo. Now let's talk a moment about accuracy. These are data that were presented at the Congress of Neurological Surgeons. You see on the left side in the cyan color, that's either preoperative CT or intraoperative CT. Based on that, the trajectories for screw placement were planned. And the red color is the ground truth. That's your post-op CT. That shows the actual screws. In the middle and on the left, you see the post-op screws and the trajectory in relationship, and you get a feel for how accurate this is. This is not the best case. They're all like that. We had a positional error of 1.1 millimeter, 0.5 standard deviation, and an angular error of 1.3 degree, 0.5 standard deviation. And that compares to positional errors and angular errors between 2 and 6 millimeters and 2 and 6 degrees with some of the other systems. And the differences were statistically highly significant across all comparisons. These are the surgeons who did this work. The first surgeon is a surgeon at Baptist Health in Florida. And he's a heavy user of existing robotic and navigation technology. And he concluded, it will be hard for me to go back to Stealth Station on Monday. I will miss the 3D visualization from OnPoint. He said this is more accurate than Stealth Station and Mazo X. That's one of the robots in the market. I cannot target with this accuracy with Stealth Station or the robot. And he said it's a paradigm shift in accuracy. And the statements from the other surgeons are similar. And I highlight the last surgeon here who said this is more accurate than Stealth Station and O-arm. And he said the system will be very important in cervical spine given its unique accuracy. That accuracy really matters if you're dealing with complex deformities, if you're dealing with difficult anatomy, if you're dealing with thoracic spine, if you're dealing with a cervical spine. These are tiny bones where today's technology is struggling, and this technology is a complete game changer in terms of the accuracy that it can afford. So OnPoint improves surgical accuracy with the potential for superior patient outcomes and greater patient safety. It's less variability. That's standard deviation. That's a third of your patients. And it has the opportunity to reduce overtime and turnover time, similar opportunities for the hospitals, and we are clearly targeting ambulatory surgery centers. But last but not least, so these are some of the institutions where we are actively moving forward. Several installations in progress as we speak. Initially heavy East Coast focus, but you'll see us across the country. And this technology is backed by a powerful IP portfolio with over 40 granted US patents, all we filed in all major jurisdictions. And the claims are as broad as real-time AR guidance for spinal procedures in this example, with real-time 3D display adjustment for spinal movement and headset movement. That's what you have to do if you want to do augmented reality in spine. And it's applicable to implant procedures, non-implant procedures, open, MIS, you name it. We've won multiple awards for this intellectual property. And our IP today is valued at over $200 million based on PatSnap IP valuation, with many of those patents valued between $4 and $7 million, which attests to the value of what has been created here. And notice these have long maturity dates still. So in summary, we are addressing today the spine market with the plan to expand into the other verticals, leveraging this platform technology. There's a tremendous amount of surgeon excitement because the technology is easy to use, very intuitive, highly accurate, and we have attractive financials with cluster-based adoption starting as we speak. And the company is backed by a really broad IP portfolio, and we're looking forward to scaling this in the coming years. Thank you for your attention.